Hey Yankees fans, the Bronx is buzzing right now, and you better believe that the latest moves in the organization are turning heads across Major League Baseball. There's a lot to unpack, so grab your seats because we're diving into some of the most intriguing news that has hit the Yankees world in just the last few hours. First up, let's talk about a move that no one saw coming. The New York Yankees have officially signed Paul DeJong, the veteran infielder, to a minor league deal that comes with an invitation to spring training. Now, on paper, that might sound like a routine minor league signing, but the story behind it is far more interesting than just the stats. Paul DeJong, a 32-year-old player, has had a long career filled with highs and lows. Many remember him for his time with the St. Louis Cardinals, where from 2017 through 2023, he impressed fans with some standout seasons. His rookie campaign remains a highlight, showcasing his potential as an impact infielder. But what makes this signing so compelling isn't just his on-field ability. It's the history, the backstory that has everyone talking. Back in 2011, Young made headlines on social media by posting a message declaring his dislike for the Yankees. Yes, you heard that right. The same man who once admitted to hating the Pinstripes is now officially joining the franchise. That twist alone is enough to make headlines, but the journey that brought him here is equally fascinating. After his tenure with the Cardinals, Young moved to the Toronto Blue Jays in 2023, and that old social media post resurfaced instantly. Blue Jays fans loved it, joking about his previous feelings toward the Yankees while welcoming him to their clubhouse. Yet, despite the enthusiasm, Young struggled to find his footing in Toronto, managing only 3 hits in 44 at-bats, and was released a mere 20 days after the trade. Since then, he's moved around the league, taking on short stints with the San Francisco Giants, Chicago White Sox, Kansas City Royals, and most recently the Washington Nationals in 2025, where he posted a .642 on-base plus slugging percentage over 57 games. It's been a roller coaster, but now the Yankees are giving him another opportunity, one that could potentially revitalize his career. So why exactly did the Yankees make this move? The answer lies in depth, versatility, and strategy. Young is naturally a shortstop, but over the past few seasons, he's proven he can competently handle third base, second base, and even first base. With Anthony Volpe recovering from left shoulder surgery and expected to miss more than the first month of the season, New York needed a reliable infield option. Utility man Jose Caballero will see significant action at shortstop, while Volpe is sidelined. But having a seasoned player like Young in camp adds a layer of experience and competition for the bench. And let's not forget, he still possesses power. In 2024, Young belted 24 home runs in just 139 games, a notable output for a middle infielder. Alongside Young, the Yankees are bringing back Amed Rosario on a $2.5 million contract, adding valuable infield flexibility and a right-handed bat. Utility man Oswaldo Cabrera is also expected to return fully healthy following his ankle fracture in May, giving the team even more options. This signing represents a low-risk, high-reward scenario. Young gets the chance to prove himself with one of baseball's most storied franchises, while the Yankees add depth without committing financially to the 40-man roster. The reality is, many players leave childhood allegiances behind when fighting to maintain their major league careers, and Young is at a crossroads. If he can tap into the form he displayed during his early Cardinals years, where he hit .285 with an .857 on-base plus slugging and finished second in Rookie of the Year voting, this could turn into a significant win for the Yankees. Of course, fan reactions have been mixed. While some see the potential, others are frustrated with the team's offseason approach. Beyond Young, the Yankees have not added significant external talent to the 40-man roster, aside from Rule 5 draft pick and reliever Cade Winquist. Many are calling out owner Hal Steinbrenner for seemingly prioritizing staying under the luxury tax threshold instead of pursuing headline-grabbing moves. Still, from a strategic standpoint, this could be a calculated approach. Depth, flexibility, and the chance to develop players who could step in immediately if injuries strike is a priority, especially with multiple key contributors recovering from surgery or rehabbing injuries. Speaking of strategic moves, let's pivot to one of the most anticipated negotiations of the offseason: Cody Bellinger. The Bronx has been on alert, and the front office is clearly signaling intent. After weeks of quiet, the Yankees have submitted a second offer to Bellinger, showing that they are serious about bringing back a player who was pivotal in 2025. Bellinger crushed 29 home runs over 152 games, dominating the short right field porch at Yankee Stadium while providing elite-level defense in the corner outfield. Losing him would have been a severe blow to the lineup, and the fact that the organization is actively negotiating indicates that they recognize the importance of securing his bat and glove. The stalemate of the offseason seems to be breaking, and the flurry of activity surrounding Bellinger demonstrates that the Yankees are prepared to get aggressive. Rival American League East teams have been making moves, adding pressure on New York to respond, and this second offer makes it clear the Yankees are not sitting back. Beyond Bellinger, there's a growing sense of urgency regarding pitching depth. The Yankees are actively engaged in talks with the Miami Marlins about right-hander Edward Cabrera. With Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, and Clark Schmidt all recovering from elbow injuries, New York faces a starting rotation shortage to open the season. Cole and Rodon may return around May, but Schmidt will likely miss the first half entirely. Cabrera, coming off a career-best season with 8 wins, 7 losses, a 3.53 ERA, and 150 strikeouts over 137 and 2/3 innings, represents a potential solution. The 27-year-old Dominican pitcher is projected to earn just $3.75 million in 2026, and he comes with 3 additional years of team control. This makes him a highly appealing, cost-effective addition for the rotation, which would pair him with Max Fried, Luis Gil, Cam Schlittler, and will warrant to stabilize the staff. However, the Yankees face competition from the New York Mets and Chicago Cubs, adding urgency to the negotiations. Injuries have been a concern for Cabrera, as he dealt with a blister and shoulder issues in previous seasons. But if healthy, he could be the piece that ensures the Yankees remain competitive while waiting for their stars to return. And there you have it, Yankees fans. In just a matter of hours, 3 major stories have emerged. The unexpected Paul DeJong signing, the rising intensity around Cody Bellinger's contract negotiations, and serious trade talks for Edward Cabrera as rivals lurk in the background. The offseason in New York is finally waking up, and momentum is building fast. As the Yankees continue to navigate this whirlwind offseason, the intensity surrounding their roster moves is reaching a fever pitch. The storylines are stacking up, and every day brings new possibilities and questions about who will step up and who will be taking a back seat when the season kicks off. The focus remains firmly on building a roster that can weather injuries, compete at a high level, and maintain flexibility, and that means every signing, trade discussion, and negotiation is under the microscope. Beyond the high-profile names like Bellinger and the surprising addition of Paul DeJong, the front office is juggling the delicate balance of veteran depth and promising youth, trying to ensure that when the first pitch is thrown, the Yankees are ready for any scenario. One of the most pressing issues revolves around the infield. Anthony Volpe's recovery timeline has created an immediate need for reliable options, and while Jose Caballero is expected to cover the shortstop duties during the early portion of the season, the Yankees are clearly not content with a one-dimensional solution. Bringing Young into camp adds not only experience but versatility, which is crucial given the unpredictable nature of injuries in baseball. When a player can slot into multiple positions and contribute offensively at the same time, it alleviates pressure on the manager and provides a buffer for the inevitable slumps or setbacks that occur over a long season. That's precisely why signing a veteran like Young, with his background and ability to play several infield positions, is such a strategic move, even if on the surface it might appear minor. Meanwhile, the outfield situation has been drawing considerable attention, particularly around Cody Bellinger. The negotiations have dragged on, creating a tense backdrop for fans, but the Yankees are showing that they are serious about keeping a player who not only provides power, but also elite defense and a presence that can influence the entire lineup. Bellinger's ability to impact both sides of the ball makes him a rare asset, and while discussions continue, the Yankees are signaling they are willing to act decisively to secure his services. This pursuit highlights the team's awareness of how crucial it is to maintain balance and firepower in the lineup. Losing a player of Bellinger's caliber would leave a void that no single replacement could fill, and the front office seems determined to avoid that scenario at all costs. Pitching, as always, is another focal point. The Yankees' starting rotation will face challenges early in the season, given the absence of Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, and Clark Schmidt due to elbow recoveries. The front office has clearly recognized that they cannot rely solely on the health of returning stars. That's where Edward Cabrera comes into the picture. At 27, Cabrera is entering the prime of his career, and his performance last season positions him as a potentially transformative piece for the rotation. His record of 8 wins and 7 losses, combined with a 3.53 earned run average and 150 strikeouts over 137 and 2/3 innings, reflects both his durability when healthy and his ability to produce at a high level. Financially, Cabrera represents a bargain, with a projected salary of just $3.75 million for 2026 and 3 more years of team control, making him a controllable option for a rotation in need of depth. However, the Yankees are not alone in their pursuit. Both the New York Mets and Chicago Cubs have expressed interest, which adds a layer of urgency to negotiations and underscores the competitive nature of roster building in the American League East. The Yankees must act swiftly to ensure that Cabrera does not slip through their fingers, as his addition could stabilize the rotation while waiting for Cole, Rodon, and Schmidt to return from injury. The broader picture of the Yankees' offseason strategy is fascinating because it reveals a calculated approach that balances risk and reward. With financial flexibility in mind, the team is targeting players who offer multiple dimensions, both in terms of position and performance, while avoiding long-term commitments that could constrain their options in future seasons. Players like Paul DeJong and Amed Rosario provide versatility and experience, while the pursuit of established contributors like Cody Bellinger and emerging talents such as Edward Cabrera demonstrates a willingness to be aggressive when the potential upside is significant. It's a strategy that reflects both prudence and ambition, aiming to keep the Yankees competitive in the short term without compromising the long-term flexibility that has become increasingly important in modern baseball. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the baseball world, Aaron Boone is reportedly out as manager of the New York Yankees. While the team has yet to release an official statement, sources close to the organization suggest that the decision comes after months of internal tension and questions about the direction of the franchise. Boone, who has been a fixture in the Yankees dugout, has been praised for his leadership and his ability to connect with players, yet speculation now surrounds what might have led to such a sudden parting. Industry insiders are already buzzing with potential replacements, ranging from established managers to rising stars in the coaching ranks. Names being whispered in various circles include former MLB managers who are currently free agents, as well as coaches known for their innovative approaches in player development. The Yankees front office is reportedly in a hurry to fill the vacancy, given the high expectations surrounding the team and the intense pressure to contend for a championship. While Boone's tenure has had its highlights, including deep playoff runs and moments of brilliance, critics argue that inconsistencies in the team's performance may have ultimately played a role in the organization's decision. Some sources suggest there were philosophical differences between Boone and the front office over roster construction and in-game strategy. Others speculate that a recent string of underwhelming performances might have been the final straw, though the details remain murky. Players and fans alike are said to be reacting with a mix of shock and curiosity. Social media chatter has exploded, with many questioning what this change could mean for the team's clubhouse chemistry and long-term prospects. Analysts point out that the Yankees have a history of making bold managerial decisions, sometimes reshaping the team's identity almost overnight. Boone, who has been known for his calm demeanor and player-first approach, leaves behind a legacy that will be dissected by pundits for weeks. As speculation runs rampant, one thing is certain. The Yankees are entering a period of uncertainty, and the baseball world will be watching closely to see who emerges as the next architect of one of the sport's most storied franchises. Whether this move signals a shift in strategy or simply a desire for a fresh voice, the ripple effects are expected to resonate throughout the league. In the meantime, fans are left to wonder what the next chapter will bring, and whether Boone's departure marks the beginning of a bold new era in the Bronx. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.